And good evening to you all. Nice to see you and welcome to you as you are watching online. And tonight is a different kind of topic, and I hope you all have your makeup bags. So the speaker will be giving us some tips on how to get back for the mind. So the topic, of course, is weatherproof makeup. And the guest speaker, not so much of a guest because she's been supporting the team here in Wembley for a while. But she discovered Raja Yoga, or as they say, the University of Amsterdam, studying science, communication science. And that was about 20 years ago. She has been a teacher and student of yoga, teaching in the UK, in Europe, and the Middle East. Her interests are in exploring the relationship between mental health and spiritual well-being. And I guess after tonight, makeup as well. So it gives me pleasure to welcome Sister Oldoez.
My sound should pick up. No worries if it is a bit low. At the same time, that makes you alert. At least that's my experience. The topic weatherproof makeup was given to me, actually. I didn't choose it. But life is always perfect in a sense that I was just about to start my spiritual study, and I was working for one of the leading cosmetic industries who had the headquarters in Amsterdam. So I do know a bit about physical makeup as well. And nowadays, whether you're in a male body or a female body, I think everyone is using some makeup. You have an idea for what? Why is makeup used? Let's stay with the physical makeup for now. You might use it yourself, or you might have seen people using it. Why is it used? Enhance, to enhance and brighten, yeah. Any other reasons why? To cover up. That was also your answer. Okay, any other answers? Or to accentuate, like if something is appealing, we want to make it thicker, to put the attention on it. But usually it is used to cover up something that it might be a zit or a dark spot on the skin or something. But the thing with physical makeup, and we go in a bit to spiritual makeup, is that it won't last. Especially if it is not weatherproof, waterproof. It will run over the face, no? It will create some kind of actually disastrous effect in a way. And if it is waterproof, it might actually damage the lashes or the skin if you use it for a long period of time. So in a way we use it, but everyone knows that we are using it, that we are covering something, and it won't last forever. In spirituality, something is happening why we want actually that things last forever. We have a belief that if we meditate, for example, we should be peaceful, constant, under all circumstances, for example. And you can see that as a way of having a weatherproof makeup. If I can hold my peace regardless what is happening outside of me, or if I can hold my inner joy regardless what is happening. Today I was taking the bus to this center, and usually a lot happens in London buses. I don't know if that's your experience as well. But I'm coming from Amsterdam, so it's in a way for me a new city. And quite a lot was happening in that bus. We had someone who would sit in the back of the bus, and an adult person, and he was making sounds, sometimes funny sounds, sometimes he would imitate the driver kind of sound, like step out of the bus, this bus is not driving good. So that was at the back of the bus, and I'm talking about the same floor here. And in front of me, suddenly two women started to fight. I don't know what happened because I didn't see the scene that was before that. I was looking out of the window, but a female person sitting next to me saw it, apparently. And there was a fight there. These are just examples, but if I'm surprised, I'm agitated, I'm irritated already, what will happen to such a situation that's happening? What is your thought? You're sitting in a bus, suddenly something fires up in front of you and you get angry as well. What's the effect of that on the situation? Because it's not helpful. It's not helpful because you're adding to the anger. Yeah. Any other thought? I usually don't know how to interpret silence when I'm the speaker. Is it that you don't know? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's someone is saying it's adding to the energy of the chaos in the bus. Yeah, that is in a way what will happen. If I would lose my peace of mind, what will happen is that that anger scene or whatever was happening, I don't even know what happened there. I only just saw the hitting of two elderly women in front of me. That would have had caused more chaos. But instead of that, I decided to do something else. But actually, it went naturally because I'm practicing meditation and this kind of thoughts and ideas that we are discussing now for a bit and a while. And what I did, because the woman that was sitting next to me had already a thought about that as well. She was a bit judgmental about what was happening as she was talking to me. Immediately, I detached from it. I was sitting there still. Everyone was sitting. No one was moving. It was as if I was looking at a movie in front of me. And I decided to not have a judgment about it. Not he or she, nothing, nothing, nothing. And by staying in that space, what happened was that that situation took 1 minute and it stopped. I decided consciously to not add to that situation. So in a way, you can say I used some of my weatherproof makeup to keep my face calm, but not only my face, because whatever is going inside the mind is gonna reflect on the face. So you can change the face, but if someone is unhappy within, that unhappiness will come through. You can wear a beautiful dress or a suit, you can look perfectly fine, but if that inner state is a state of maybe sadness, anger, irritation, that is what comes through. Equally, if someone is wearing ordinary clothes, or in India, the trips that I made at least, there are a lot of people who are basically homeless. And that's the condition there. You will meet them in the streets and wherever you go. But the children there, they're bare feet and they don't have much cover, and whatever cover they have is maybe not the best. But their eyes are smiling, their face is radiant. There is a certain happiness that you won't find in the streets here in Oxford Street and High Road and wherever you go. You don't find it. And these people have literally nothing. And there is some brilliance in the face, in the eyes. So what is that? And how can we get there? All right? Has anyone here done the Raj Yoga course? Anything? All of you? You didn't. You did? You didn't either. So let's I hope I want to have your input. This box is called Life. So we're gonna put everything that is life. So I start and then you can add whatever. So we call this box Life. Let's put it here. And in this box there is your job. You have to speak a bit louder if you want me to hear you. Relationship. What else? Family. Yeah, family. Yeah. Take hobbies. religion, finance, sport, that's hobbies, but maybe for some it's serious business. What else? Friends? Yeah, sure, why not? Friends. Cats and dogs. So we include that. What else? What's in the box of your life? Health. Yeah. Physical health is definitely here. Health. Home. Yeah. Let's put that in the center. What else? Nature. Any idea? What's in the box of your life? Fun? Fun. Ooh, food and fun, they can kind of go together sometimes as well. Food, fun. Okay. Adventures, travels also here. Adventures. Say again. Holy days. Okay. So, rest, resting, rest. Yeah. Anything else in the box of your life? That's it, really. Challenge. Let's put challenges also somewhere. Yeah, relationship, family, friends. No? That is part of this bit. Sports, hobbies. I think we have covered quite a bit. So now you all are experts in the box of your life. What do you know for sure about all these things? Maybe entitlements also. And then cars, bike, houses. What do you know for sure about all these things? Yeah, food is on it, but we have moved on. What do you know for sure about these things in your life? What else do you know? You? And therefore, bring temporary joy. Therefore, they're unpredictable. So you see, anything that is changing is unpredictable and is ending. How is that going to help your inner world, your internal makeup? What is this going to do with your internal makeup? Are we prepared? Everyone should know that the dog would die after a bit in a while, but are they prepared? Are they really prepared?
No, I think there's always a sadness, but it's not unpredictable. I think that, you know, I know that my car. I mean, I know that my car's got about another year. It's not unpredictable. It'll be irritating. I've got to try and find the money for another one. But I think there are certain things that are unpredictable there. Sometimes finances aren't. There are people that, you know, are well off for their entire life. I have friends like that. But I think there are some things that are unpredictable. Not all of life, I feel.
Yeah, the different people respond differently to different things. Someone might prepare themselves for the car or the dog, but I also know people that even though they would know that the dog would not last forever, if that dog, heaven forbid, would pass away, I know how much sadness they would take from that bit.
Oh yeah, I had that as well, but I'm just saying I didn't find it unpredictable, but I didn't find it unpredictable,
yeah.
but I've had terrible sadness around it when it happened.
Yeah, sometimes things do happen, even passing away. We have seen COVID, for example. Sometimes things, even like death or a divorce or a separation, is unpredictable. Like the fires in Los Angeles, people were not prepared that fires would be there, but everyone would say, yeah, well, the house might not take forever. Yeah, no, we know that. But when things get there, what is happening with my internal state? Do I remember this? Do I remember that the moment that I signed up for something, that I'm signing up also for its ending? Because nothing in the physical world gonna last forever. And it seems like we have lost even that little bit of information. If I look at myself on a day-to-day basis, we take a lot of things for granted. Even the coming of the bus might not come, but I'm taking it because this is the structure, this is the timetable, this has to be so and so. I can take that for granted. So what happens here, I would need a mic. Can the question wait? Can you comment wait? Yeah? So what happens here is that one part, we have forgotten this bit, mostly. And how we can know it is because of our emotional fluctuation. Because if I would know it, and if I would realize it, it should not have that fluctuation inside of me, but it has. And the other thing is, we're creating expectations. And desires. That's also not such a good thing for our weatherproof makeup, spiritual weatherproof makeup. Because the moment that I'm having an expectation, and that can go for all these little and not so little things, and you can see it clearly in relationships, for example. I expect someone to behave in a certain way. I expect someone to do what I did for them. I expect someone to be there even if they're not well or not happy or whatever, because last year so and so and so and so. So all of these things add to my own unhappiness internally, and that is what is going to be shown on my face, regardless whatever I do with it. Now, is there another way? Is there a way that we could deal with life, because we are all embodied souls, we are living here and we are in the body now. Is there a way to live life, but keep that inner peace, keep that inner happiness, keep that inner joy? That is what I'm going to explain now, and you have a... Huh? I'm not hearing you. To detach, yeah, but to detach sounds, I don't know about you, but detach is like another subject that we need to understand what it means. Because if I'm having, for example, children or a husband, I can't go home and say, well, at this moment, I went to the inner space, I went to Brahma Kumaris, and I have to detach. So from now on, you take care of yourself. So we need to understand what it means, no? You have something to add to that? What do you mean by to detach?
By to detach, I mean to not be overly dependent on these things in life and areas in life, and to keep us afloat in a sense.
Thank you. Can I have it back? Let's go a bit deeper on that, because it took me quite a while to understand what it was meant by detached, and I don't know if I'm still there, but I definitely made a progress, because it's a word that needs to be understood. So, this is not a... So this line here, this little line, is a psychological line. This is not a really existing line. This is a line that you can imagine mentally. Above this line, so here we had everything that was changing, unpredictable, and ending. We could say there are two worlds at the same time, and we all are in that, but sometimes we're not aware unless we get the information about the other world. So there is the physical world, where everyone is trying to thrive. And there is the spiritual world, the non-physical world. And the non-physical world has also its characteristics, just like the physical world is having. And just like everything in life is having its characteristics. So a human being, for example, has brains, has 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet, hair on the head, male or female. That's characteristics. That's someone that we would call a human being. Can speak languages, is able to learn at school. For example, something else, a tree, that's something that has a trunk, that has branches, that has leaves, that has roots in the ground. That's what we call a tree. So everything in the world, including the spiritual world, has its characteristics and qualities. And for the spiritual world, this is a world of no sound. There is complete stillness here. This is the world of action, by the way. That's another characteristic. This is the world of action and sound. Here, there is no sound, no time, no space. This is a world that is absolutely silent, peaceful, secure, safe, loving, blissful, pure, clean. There is no negativity here. What else? And this world is non-physical. This world is physical. And because this world is non-physical, it is eternal, never ending. Imperishable. So you see, we often see half of the thing. By mistake, we have forgotten that there is a upper part. We have forgotten the being part of the human. We say human being, but we're kind of stuck in the humanness. And the moment I identify with anything of the lower box, I have So the moment that I identify with anything, with the lower box, there is a guarantee at the end of the road, whether it is today or it is in 20 years or in 50 years, that there will be a decay happening. There will be a change. There will be an unpredictability, instability, and there will be an ending. And whatever I have been identifying with, whether it is my money, my title, a teacher, or my house, or the type of car, or whatever it is, it will give me sorrow at the end of the road. I will take sorrow from it the moment it ends, no? Or the moment that someone would defame that very thing or that very person that I'm so attached to. My inner makeup would run. But when I connect, there is another identity that I can take, and that is the spiritual identity. And the spiritual identity, the reality and the truth, but you have to find that for yourself. It's not something that someone can tell you, but through practice and experimentation, you can come closer to it. The reality is that I'm a beautiful soul. I'm a peaceful being. I'm a point of light. I'm energy. I'm the one who gives energy to this body at the moment. I'm the one who uses the brain to think, who uses the mouth to speak, who uses the hands to move, and who uses the ears to hear. I'm the one who chooses my thoughts and therefore my emotions and feelings. I have the choice to identify myself with whatever is beneficial for me and for everyone else. I don't need to follow the crowd. And I can experience myself as that being of light, as that being of peace, as that being of love. Even right here and right now, who is using the ears to listen? Who is using the legs to sit in a certain posture? Who is choosing to close the eyes or to open the eyes? That's the self, the real I, the real me. That's not someone or something outside of me. And if I can do that in one situation, I can do that in any situation, in every relationship, in every circumstance. There is no need to be in a certain place or a certain space. It does help. It does help me to be in a certain place and a certain space so that I can accumulate. I can add to my spiritual bank account. I can add to my makeup box. I can add peace, lipstick of peace, mascara of love, the blush of blissfulness, joy. I can add those things. And then whenever I need it, it is there already inside of me. And from these qualities, like even love is one quality, but kindness, compassion, having a listening ear, having care, you can expand your makeup box as much as you like, because there are virtues that I can accumulate. There are things that I can do. The moments that are very urgent, and I think a lot is happening at the moment in every city, but in the world in general. So people are needed to be more contributing rather than to adding into whatever upheaval is happening. And the moment that I switch, it's kind of like a switch of awareness. It's kind of like I change my glasses from being physical into being metaphysical. The moment that I do that, I am already in a state of internally, emotionally independent. I would not so easily use detachment because I don't find it a attractive word, but I can be emotionally independent, but I'm still playing my part in life. If I'm a husband of someone, if I'm a wife of someone, if I have kids, if I'm at my job, I don't just say I'm going. I'm there, but whatever is happening outside is not affecting me internally. And in fact, because I can be at peace, everyone else can feel at peace and at ease with me. They know that they can count on me whenever things go tricky or challenging. Does that make sense? Any questions? Good. let's have 5 minutes meditation to experiment with that other identity, with the spiritual identity. The physical identity we now know. Sit quietly, put your feet on the ground. Feel your back in the chair. And allow your breathing to be regular. Your body knows how to breathe. No need to control your breath or to do anything specific. Just become aware that you're sitting in a chair and that your body is breathing. The next thing, become aware of the sounds that you're hearing. The sound of this commentary, but maybe also the sounds in the room, the sound of your body breathing, the cars outside. No need to like them or dislike them. You just become aware, hey, I'm hearing sounds. Some sounds are stronger, some sounds are more subtle. And the next, you become aware of the images you see. If you have your eyes open, half open, you see colors, you see shapes, you might see symbols. Without judging them, without any preference, you just observe them. And you go a step deeper. Next, you look at your emotions at this moment. Maybe you feel calm, maybe you feel inspired, maybe you're still landing. Whatever is going on, that is fine. That is what is at the moment. No need to label it as good or bad. No need to hold to it either. Next, you go deeper. You observe your thoughts. You just watch your thoughts coming and going. Maybe you have a lot of thoughts. Maybe your thoughts just stopped because you started to observe them. Maybe there are a few thoughts. The only thing you need to do is to observe them, like clouds in the sky. The thoughts come and the thoughts go. But just like the clouds in the sky don't affect the sky, the thoughts don't affect you, the observer, the invisible one who is behind and beyond the thoughts and the emotions. And you consciously, with curiosity, try to connect with that invisible observer. As if you fall together, reconnect again with yourself, the one who was observing the sounds, who was watching through the eyes. You just connect with that one. And go deeper in, deeper within. And as doing so, you notice that your attention shifts, maybe even slightly, from the outside to the inside. that you kind of feel a sense of maybe calmness, maybe serenity, maybe silence, maybe bliss, perhaps warmth and love, just at the center of your being. And you just sit with it for a moment. You surrender to that sense of silence, soundless, timeless, eternal silence. Om Shanti. Om means I am, and Shanti means peace. Slowly, slowly come back in your body. Move your feet. Take a deep breath in and out. And if you had your eyes closed, open them at your own time. Thank you.
Please, if you could help me say thank you to Sister Oldoez. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not sure I introduced you by your full name. Her name is Sister Oldoez Moradi. Is that correct? Okay. Thank you very much. I think I will be keeping my Peace lipstick. And the other one is the Love mascara. Start wearing makeup. Thank you. I have a few announcements, and so just bear with me for a moment. The book accompanying the talk is Being Yourself with Mike George. We have copies in the shop, and it's £10. The other announcements. Next Tuesday, we're celebrating Mahashivratri, and it's here, same time, same place, with our own sister Daksha. And the topic will be taking power from the source. That's on Tuesday. Please come if you can. Those who are watching online, you can come in-house, it will be good. So on Sunday, still do morning meditation from 10 to 10:45. You will need to register because this is online. And now we have topics, and the Sunday topic is God's healing power. Tomorrow and Thursday, so tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, is the Overcoming Anger course. It is from 5:30 to 7, just 2 sessions. And then Mondays and Thursdays, you can always join us or join online for the evening meditation between 7 and 7:30. Now, those of you who are here, you already know. Before you go, please visit this room. The team have created a very beautiful space where you can have a moment with the Supreme Soul. Now, the room will be open from Thursdays, officially open from Thursday, the 20th, to Thursday, 27th. And this is between 10:30 and 5 p.m. Please don't miss it. It's really beautiful. The other announcement is for Global Cooperation House. So they're celebrating Shivratri as well on Sunday, the 23rd. There are exhibitions. One is at 3 p.m. and the other one is at 5. They're the same exhibitions. It's just that in between at 4, there is a stage event. So you can either attend the first one at 3 or the other exhibition at 5. And that's it for this evening. The shop will be open if you want to browse. Thank you so much, Sister Moore. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for watching online. You have a good evening.